You are about to hear a tale of woe and despair, a tale of three students who thought they were ready to take on the class known as AP English. The trial that ensued ensured that none of them escaped unscathed.
So today we wrapped up English 2, and I have made the momentous decision to move on to AP English 3. I mean, English 2 is a breeze. How much harder could English 3 possibly be? I mean, after all, we just spent 2 years writing the exact same essay. What could they possibly change? AP English 3, it's going to be another great year of English. It's going to be super easy.
So we were relaxing in English today, and this lady came in to talk to us about AP English 3. I don't know why she had to do that. And she was really mean. And she told us to read this book over the summer. Whatever. All my upperclassmen friends tell me that English is super hard, but I bet that's just them exaggerating. Besides, now is not the time to worry about school. It's summer.
So, my teacher is Miss Smith, and it appears that AP English may be just a tad more challenging than what I originally expected. For one thing, all the stuff we learned from freshman and sophomore years is apparently absolute garbage in AP3. We have to learn a completely new style of writing. To think about it, I wonder what that means for the essays I wrote over the summer. And then furthermore, Miss Smith says something about that we have to have theme statements in all of our essays. What's a theme statement? I hope it's not too late to switch to honors.
Okay, wow. That was kinda rough. We walk into class, and first thing, our teacher is yelling at everyone. She was so loud, I swear I heard her from upstairs. And that was just her talking to Miss Waters down the hall. We went over the normal first day of school things like the syllabus, which was probably designed to give us anxiety. She kept warning us about how it was nothing but work the entire year, and I believe her. She was like, embrace the B. This department takes itself way too seriously. She gave us some of this material, like the yellow pages. Just going through this stuff, I can tell you that half these words are like a foreign language. Like, what's a positive? I can tell we have our work cut out for us. Better start studying. I need to know more about this rhetorical analysis.
So we are now well into rhetorical analysis, and I have never been so tired. I'm always worried about a timed writing, and the worst part is I still have no idea what I am doing. I never have adequate commentary apparently, and my evidence is far too weak. And I can't even tie it to the topic sentence, and then you tie that into a complete thread. So, two's for a while, I guess. I keep hearing things in class that I feel like are important, but in this daze, I don't know. Annie Diller, Mary Oliver, man, I don't know. My mind feels all fuzzy. Was that an owl? Ugh, I can't think straight. If I have one solace, it's the yellow pages, which are generally far more frustrating than helpful. I mean, you have to sit through this entire giant packet just to find one thing, and by then, the essay is practically over. So what's even the point of having it? But, I mean, I have them, so I guess why not use it?
Nature writing is like nothing I've ever seen before. It feels like these authors are haunting us from decades past. Who even thinks about moths this much anyways? Admittedly, it is nice to listen to, but writing on it is a whole different story. Miss Smith told us to find our evidence where the author really emphasizes the devices, like where stuff pops out, but it's all emphasized. Not even the yellow pages can tell us how to do it. Practice makes perfect, I guess. Practice and practice and practice. It's a never-ending cycle.
So I just suffered through my first time writing in Mrs. Smith's AP English 3, and that was really difficult. And the hardest part of it all was trying to find the correct evidence for the correct thesis statement, but another hard part was also having to find out what the author is saying and why he's saying it and who he's saying it to and what he wants the audience to do after he's done saying what he's saying. And that's pretty much what your entire essay is supposed to be on. So I'm having an issue with the entire essay, and this is a problem.
You should read the Yellow Pages. They actually helped me out so much. We're reading a book called A Streetcar Named Desire. And the test was so hard. But I'm actually learning a lot. These books are giving me a big insight into how life was in the past. There are themes like adultery, promiscuity, and lost dreams that pop up, especially during the 20th century. I guess that's related to the newfound wealth and success that Americans found, like in the Roaring '20s and after World War II. Another interesting thing is the portrayal of gender roles, especially during the progressive civil rights eras. The only thing is that it's quite confusing to keep track of them. I bet the Yellow Pages could help me.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
It smells so yellow.
Death of a Salesman is a pretty interesting book, but it's so exhausting to read. We have to be able to just navigate through all Willy Loman's hallucinations and try to figure out how he got so crazy. I think it's because of his own failures and the failures of his sons, but it might also just be about how the area around him symbolizes the death of his dreams that becomes more industrialized and cramped. I guess I really am learning something in English, but why are all these books so depressing? The AP test is coming up, and it's a really, really stressful time for everyone. You don't really realize how much material you've learned until you have to put it all together to prepare for the AP test. It seems like people are starting to crack under the pressure, though. Even I feel a little off. I'm glad I only had to be around the Yellow Pages for one semester. All they talk about is the Yellow Pages, but at this point, the Yellow Pages can't save them. Can they?
The pages. 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 Studying for the AP test is so stressful. I don't think I could take this much longer. How can I read passages when my mind just feels blank? Synthesis essays, rhetorical analysis, and open-ended prompts. Ugh! But I do have the Yellow Pages, and they kept me at level 1 at the very beginning. They can keep me up now, right? Right?
The AP test actually wasn't too bad, but I think it pushed everyone else over the edge. Well, on to English 4, I guess.
Well, the AP test is over, but my English career definitely isn't. And I still have English 4, so I can still use all of this knowledge. I mean, now I know what an appositive is.
A metonymy is when the name of an object is substituted with something closely related to it, whereas a synecdoche is when the part of an object is used to represent the whole. See? See?
I know that gerunds end with an ing.
There's something just behind the words trying to come out. Embrace the bee?
With all this knowledge, I guess the Yellow Pages are a part of me now. I guess that I am the Yellow Pages.